Good morning from the Bullock County Historical Society. Today's Tidbit is sponsored by four fine corporate sponsors. They are Larry Hubbard, a fine dentist, Pope Construction Company, Excelsior Electric Membership Corporation, and the Tatnall Journal. We want to thank all of them for supporting our society. We will all remember 2020 as the year of terrific hardships and global problems. I like to always see the glass full, so I will also remember happy times with small one-on-one visits with dear friends. The year our yard, or really Mr. Bill's yard, was truly manicured to total perfection. And it will be the year that I had wonderful results with my personal trainer and working on getting my health back. And this year looks to be a bumper crop for our cotton farmers. The southern snow is showing in Bullock County, and it truly looks marvelous. In 1915, the Sea Island Bank, now Synovus, offered $10 in gold as a premium to the first Bullock County farmer who presented a bale of cotton for sale in Statesboro. This practice was continued for many years, I remember it well, and the bale of cotton was usually exhibited in front of the bank or on the courthouse square. A wonderful article from the Bullock Times in 1916 reads as follows. Last Saturday was a record breaker for Statesboro, with cotton selling at 35 cents and seed at $48 per ton. This is how it's easily understood. While not the biggest day from point of receipts in the cotton market, most of the staple sold was Sea Island, and there was plenty of it. Wagons came in steady trains from every direction, and all of them had cotton. It was not uncommon to see a planter coming in with a train of 12 or 15 bales of Sea Island. Around 1901, the turn of the last century, the most important factor in the economic life of Statesboro and Bullock County was cotton. When the farmers brought their cotton to town to sell in the fall, the merchants did a thriving business, and the banks were rushed with depositors. The pride of Bullock County was Sea Island cotton, the long staple, black-seeded cotton that made the finest cloth and grew only in the coastal regions. The short staple, green-seeded, upland cotton couldn't compare, but was also grown here to some extent. On October 4th, 1901, the paper stated that Statesboro would probably receive 5,000 bales of Sea Island cotton and 1,000 bales of the upland cotton. Even back in 1903, Bullock County had a fair in October. Isn't that wonderful to know? In the special edition of the Statesboro News, which they called the Fair Edition, dated October the 16th, 1903, the claim was made that Bullock County was the home of Sea Island cotton, producing 1/10 of the world crop, and that Statesboro was the biggest inland market of Sea Island cotton in the world. At this same time, Statesboro was the biggest dry goods market in 10 counties, and there were 10 passenger trains every day during the week. 5 in and 5 out. People came to Statesboro from neighboring communities by train, and they shopped, and of course the drummers arrived by train to sell their merchandise. So when a bank, now known as Synovus, was chartered in early 1901, the choice of the name was clear. Sea Island Bank was born and has served our community well for over a century. What was our Statesboro like at the turn of the last century? You will remember our tidbit about the Statesboro Brickworks that told about the first brick buildings in town during this time. The Baptist church was completed in 1902, and it was brick, and the Methodists completed their brick church in 1903. There were several other new things in town: a newspaper, a school, a jail, and a telephone company. And there were also big plans for new industries, such as an ice plant, a tannery, and an oil mill to extract the oil from, you guessed it, cottonseed. Soon, in 1903, bonds were voted on to establish a water system and an electric light company. So, you might want to know, where was the first Sea Island Bank located? Well, it was in a new brick building built by Rafe Simmons on the corner of what is today South and West Main Streets. Many of us remember that this was later the home of Minkovitz's department store. So now you know why the bank is named Sea Island. Have a wonderful week. See you soon.